Right, it is time for our last race of this supercar pageant 2026. I can't believe that already. It's an incredible day, beautiful weather as you can see on the stream. And we have this one final race, which is the Ferrari Superformance Classic, and the grid will be as follows. Pole position goes to the race one winning car 26 Colin Sauter, alongside him number 5 Chris Butler. Second row 36 Lewis Sharman and 28 Miles Poulton. On the third row, number 10, Philip Connell and 13, Peter Fisk. Row 4, 57, Nick Taylor and 67, Robert Greaves. Row 5, 31, Georgia Fisk and 46, Tristan Simpson. We're now into cars that we're not sure whether they're going to be there or not because they had problems, but I'll assume they will, and I'll tell you in a bit if they are or not. Row 6 is Mark Taylor in 99 and 60, Wayne Mars. And on the 7th and final row is 17, Nicky Paul Barron and 76, John Danby. Now, apparently in the first race, it was John Danby that got in slapped wrist because he locked up the brakes and went into the back of Nicky Paul Barron, spun him off into the gravel. Both of them into retirement, sadly. And it was an early safety
It
car.
was first lap, as I recall.
Yeah, it was. It was heading down to Cascades, and then it went safety car to get Nicky Paul Barron's car out of the kitty litter. But so the cars that were question marks for us were 46 Tristan Simpson, 99 Mark Taylor, who stopped on the grass directly in front of us on the start-finish straight.
Wayne Mars.
Wayne Mars, yeah.
He dumped a lot of fluid once he came in the pit lane. We can still see where it was cleared up. So question mark over that car, unfortunately.
I would suspect that Nicky Paul Barron will be back out because I sort of like was hopeful that that was just an incident that put him in the gravel and wiped him out, but we'll wait and see. I've got a horrible feeling actually I might be wrong. Oh no, we're still going. There we go. That was okay. And John Danby, hopefully that car's going to be out because that thing is an absolute beauty of a car, wasn't it?
It was absolutely gorgeous. So the grid position is actually the finishing order of that first race, so it's a bit of a clue as to how everybody did. And I am just sort of, as the cars are streaming past, I am just trying to work out who do we have. Now that's
so there's Tristan Simpson. He is there, the 46 car.
So there's at least 3 cars behind Georgia Fisk. So we do have some of those cars.
John Danby is there.
So that's
but that's quite a few missing. I don't think Wayne Mars was there. 99 Mark Taylor was there, but Nicky Paul Barron, number 17, wasn't there, interestingly.
Okey-dokey. A little bit of a lock-up actually there from Phil Connell. That's one way to get a bit of heat into your tyres, just to lock them up on the green flag lap.
No hanging about.
It's a Ferrari.
Exactly. 20-minute race, this one. What are we at? We're at 5 to 6, so we're fine. We're able to take this to the end. Of course, once we do get to the end, there will be the parade laps, the display car parade laps. We won't be able to keep rabbiting on. So we will be able to leave you to enjoy that. I will again say thank you to the mighty Orange Army for all your hard work today, and the recovery and rescue crews, maintenance crews, medical and fire crews that enable us to go racing.
I was going to say, all the people it does take, it's a surprising amount of skills and abilities of people that we need.
And the safety car operator.
We love our safety car crew. So a big thank you to Alan and Andrew. Yeah, they've done a lot of laps actually. Why I've taken to mentioning them, to be quite honest. But yeah, cars are lined up. We are going to go into our final race of the day. It is that lovely silver Colin Sauter Spider, the F355 Spider that won the last race. Won the last race by actually quite a long way. So a 5-second board out. Who is going to get away the best? That's going to be the question. And are we going to have some of these quicker cars coming through? Red lights are on. Red lights now go off. Who is going to get away? Not the quickest start there for Colin Sauter. The car looked to hesitate. Now he's got it going, but no. Now Colin Sauter actually again is missing gears, and I don't think that car's going to go anywhere.
Yeah, and he was just praying that everyone was going to avoid him, and at times it didn't look comfortable they were. So no, that's just pretty much ground to a halt, isn't it?
He has.
Chris Butler's in the lead.
I'm waiting to see if he. No, Colin Sauter has almost done a U-turn, which I know is frowned upon slightly, but he's actually got that car completely out the way. So there is, I think, going to be no issues at all. So
shame, and again out of nowhere, quite staggering that. I've got a feeling that Tristan Simpson, number 46, has come screaming through this field already. The interesting one as well is that Lewis Sharman, I think it is, in the 36 car, got a fabulous first phase of the getaway and then bogged down in phase 2 and was being eaten up for breakfast. So I think he's down in about 5th place now.
It is, yeah, with Colin Salter being slow away and holding up the cars around him has given Chris Butler the lead for the moment. So Chris Butler there out front in his 328 GTB.
And then it's Miles Poulton in number 28. Philip Connell, number 10, the bright yellow, in 3rd place. Not for long, because here comes 46, Tristan Simpson, from 10th on the grid, up the inside. Job done before he even gets to the Hislop chicane. And he's scythed his way up into 3rd place already. Not overly surprising, but it's still impressive to watch.
It is, yeah, that is the 355 Challenge car. So absolutely cracking piece of kit.
Miles Poulton sort of made it a little bit harder for him then, but it wasn't going to last. So up into 2nd place now for the 46 car of Tristan Simpson.
That's right. I think the Miles Poulton and the people in that sort of car, they know exactly who they are racing and who they aren't racing, isn't it? And yeah, you're not going to mix it with the F355 Challenge cars, because usually there's a whole gaggle of them. And again, we've had some unusual attrition today, and but usually it's a whole gaggle of those F355 Challenge cars that are at the front.
Yeah, very unusual, yeah, because we lost the number 8 car at the start of qualifying, so the white car didn't come out to play either. Through goes the current race leader, Chris Butler, number 5, but he's the one with a big target on the back of his car for Tristan Simpson to aim at. But the good news for Chris Butler is it means that he's pulling away from the 28 car of Miles Poulton. And I'm just quickly double checking, because I would imagine that is for positions. So the 28 is a class 4, and number 5, oh no, class 3 and class 4. So they're very slightly different in terms of their classes. But
yeah, it's sort of slightly different variations as to how modified, essentially.
Yeah, one's a 328 GTB, the other one's a 328 GTS. So there you go. That's a slight.
You always want an S, don't you?
It would have seemed so, yes. Although, no, not necessarily. The B's the one that's got the nod at the moment.
Ah, good point, good point. There is that absolutely gorgeous looking car. I love that yellow car, the F355 Challenger, Phil Connell. The 355 Challenge cars are gorgeous looking pieces of kit.
They really are, and such good tech in them as well.
It is, yeah. They were, say, designed to go in the 355 Challenge, which was a one-make series that ran from 95 to 2001. As the Colin Salter car being towed back into the pit lane.
Yeah, that is a huge shame, and I was not expecting that, because he was going so incredibly well.
I'm wondering if the clutch went off the line or something like that.
Still got a smile on his face as Colin Salter, as always.
Yeah, I've commentated on Colin in some very, very nice, historic, well, relatively modern, but they somehow count as historic these days, GT cars.
Another car that's working through, not surprising I guess, is 99 Mark Taylor. From memory, wasn't he running in something like 2nd or 3rd when he suddenly retired in front of us? Another one out of the blue.
He was well up there, yes. As you say, stopped on the grass on the opposite side of the track. So that's his 328 GTB. Going up the order, but here comes the leader, and it is that new leader. So exactly right there, because it is Tristan Simpson in the car, number 46, the distinctive red car with the white wheels. Chris Butler not that far behind.
Well, I thought that Miles Poulton was going to be challenged by Philip Connell, but as they got down towards Old Hall, Connell just sort of decided to apply the brakes a little bit earlier. Here comes the 99 car and 76, John Danby, went either side of, which one was that? That was the 57 car of Taylor. Nick Taylor, that was.
Is it? Okay. I think
yes.
Peter Fisk was in the mix there somewhere, the Mondial. Just from car shapes, but I didn't look at numbers, I just saw a car shape.
I only looked at numbers, so I might have been wrong, but I could have sworn that it was Nick Taylor that they went either side of. Either way, he was holding his breath.
sorry, Nick Taylor, of course, you're right, in the Mondial, so yes. So probably very much was. Yeah, a little bit of lock-up, I actually thought, from John Danby for a second there.
Well, he went barrelling in again, didn't he? And he needs to be careful on that, because he got his wrist slapped earlier for doing that and locking up and then straight into the rear of a car. But there it is, look at it, that 76 car is just stunning. And in fact, he is ahead of the 99 car of Taylor. So that's 2 places gained there by John Danby. After the DNF earlier, that meant he was starting right at the back of the grid in that 456 GT, and he is now ahead of both Taylor in 57 and Taylor in 99.
Yeah, that's right. He's got that underway sort of thing. So
he's not tailing them.
He's not tailing them, is he? No. Taylor will have him in stitches with jokes like that.
Oh wow, you win the bad joke.
As if.
So we're down to 14 minutes left, and this, I think the great fight is Miles Poulton in 28, still holding off the bright yellow Philip Connell's number 10 car.
It is, yeah. There, the 328 there doing very, very well, to be quite honest. Again, that 355 challenge car, the bright yellow, it's distinctive, isn't it? We exactly know who we are looking at there when we see the number 10 of Philip Connell on board. And yeah, it's almost like actually that Connell just seems to not quite have as much brakes as Miles Poulton.
It is, because you watch it here, it's very early on the brakes, even though it looks like he's hunting him down, doesn't it?
Yeah, Miles Poulton just distinctly different approach to the corner, shall we say.
And unless it's just the confidence in the car. I mean, that could be the other possibility,
Could be. I'm not sure of the weights of the cars off the top of my head either.
No, and I mean, they're both, that is an F355 challenge car, but yeah, it just doesn't look as hot on the brakes, has the power at certain points that you can see the challenge possibly coming, but they look like they're under growing pressure from Lewis Sharman, the 36 car. He was the one that I said had a great start in the first phase and then got gobbled up as he went up through the gears, lost 2 on the opening lap, and is now trying to fight his way back through again.
Yes, on a little bit of a comeback trail, and as you're quite right, lapping quicker than certainly the 2 cars in front of him. Not as quick as our lead pair cars, but certainly right out there. In fact, last time round, Tristan Simpson, that he took the lead on that lap. He also was the first man into the 2:00, so this time round, fully expecting him to pop under 2 minutes.
Yeah, he's through his lops into Knickerbrook. He goes powering around the right-hander and up the hill, just running it out enough to take full speed through that section without triggering. Not that I think there is any there, but could still get a Marshall slap wrist if he was taking the mickey around there. But looks comfortable, pulling away now from Chris Butler in the number 5 car, but they are leading their respective classes.
That's right, yeah, they are going to be interested in that. It's always a little bit of class honours. It's a case of sometimes, yes, you'll go and race everybody, but there are cars you're racing against, the cars that, you're racing against, but not for class honours or anything like that, and you know that you'll have an advantage or they'll have an advantage, etc. Leader comes up over Deer Leap onto the pit straight to complete 4 laps, and again another lap in the 2:00, so hasn't quite broken that 2-minute barrier yet.
I just adore that number 5 Chris Butler's car. It's stunning.
The 328s and 308s that came just before them, absolutely gorgeous looking cars, I think. A classic design.
And I think you're right, is that we've seen these various cars on TV programmes and films and the like. Oh, Peter Fisk has got past the 99 car now of Mark Taylor. No, he hasn't. So actually, no, it's just that Danby's got past Peter Fisk, and the 13 car is now into the clutches of Peter Taylor. So it's actually Taylor trying to go even further again.
It is, yeah. So varying. Again, cars being good at different parts of the races. I wonder if the Danby car there did actually gain a place. Yep, so he got him up to 6th. 4 laps completed. It is still Tristan Simpson now out front, 3.4 seconds. So he's got himself up front. He's worked through the order, and now he's starting to ease himself away, which is what you'd expect actually from that 355 challenge.
Absolutely, yeah. We're nearly at half race distance. It does look as though he's being patient now. He's at the front. I still suspect he's going to have a spurt at some point, but then again, he had that issue out of nowhere, and he's going to be mindful of that, isn't he?
It's going to be interesting, actually. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't know what the issue with that car was, and it's caught a little bit on the effects mic, actually, of how spectacular that engine sounded under acceleration. So absolutely superb, the engine that you actually have in that. It's actually regarded as one of the great, more modern engines. 3.5 litre V8 pushes out around 380 horsepower.
No, just turning up the ambient noise for us in our headphones to be able to hear.
Yeah,
absolutely wonderful.
And they do sound very, very good, to be quite honest. Now here we go. We do have that battle again. So it is Philip Connell in the yellow F355 challenge there, right up on the back of Miles Poulton with that 328. He should have a bit of a straight line advantage. He's looking to the inside, but way too far back, I think, to make a challenge there.
With the early brakes again, isn't it, really, compared to the car ahead of him?
It is, and also there's just a little bit more, say Miles Poulton seems to have a little bit more corner speed in his pocket.
Absolutely. And I said that Lewis Sharman, 36, was closing in, but it's kind of stalled out a little bit at the moment, isn't he? I still think the 76 car is flying, so Danby, what's he down to? 2 minutes 2, that is quicker than 3 of the cars ahead of him. So I think Danby, number 76, is still got a good chance of working his way up through this order. We've still got 9 minutes left to go. How long has he got before we're up there? He's still got a margin of 3 3/4 seconds until he closes in on Sharman in 36.
This is just actually reminding us of effectively what we lost in race 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a real battle if he'd actually not gone off on that first lap. As I say, it's a gorgeous looking car, and I suspect he's actually learning the car and the circuit as we are going, and he's a race behind everybody else.
Yeah, agreed. We're looking through Britain's goes. Miles Poulton, number 28. And number 10, Philip Connell, still glued to the back of him. And it's such an interesting thing watching these two, because you've got those clear strengths and weaknesses, not just in different parts of the circuit, but at different parts of a corner.
Very, very much so. And also sometimes you get behind someone and you're matching their pace and you're thinking that's the pace. And sometimes you have to take a step back, think, actually, I can go quicker, I can carry more speed in, I can break that a little bit later. His pace is not necessarily my pace.
Yeah, agreed. Well, and you see there, just coming through the forefront of the stream, is John Danby in that 76. Is definitely reeling them in, isn't he, at a rate of knots?
Yeah, that car looked to be enthusiastically pushed through the corner there, to be quite honest. Leader crosses the line, completes 6 laps. Just see what the advantage there now actually is, and it is 7.3 seconds. Leader down into the 2:01, so backed off a second or so from what he can do.
Yeah, I think that is almost that sort of mental scar of the earlier race. Oh, and Sharman's fallen a long way away from these guys now. The 36 car still sat there in 5th, but has fallen back. There goes John Danby across the line. We've got the pair of black cars racing against each other there. The Mondials.
That's right, yeah. So Nick Taylor and is it Chris Bart? No, not Chris Bart, the car. It's the other one, isn't it? Yeah.
Which is a change. Car. No, so Taylor's got past 5th.
Ah, sorry, yes. That's what was confusing me, to be honest. So they're very distinctively shaped differently to some of the other Ferraris out there. Some people don't like that. I actually quite like how those cars look.
I kind of go backwards and forwards on them, if I'm brutally honest.
But you wouldn't say no to one, would you?
Listen, you could bend my wrist up, bend my arm up, bar my back, and I wouldn't have anything to say.
Give me a Chinese burn and call me Susan.
There's no need for that. What's that, Blackadder, isn't it?
I think it is, actually, off the top of my head.
I'm trying to get you out of trouble again.
Yeah, no, I think it is, yeah.
So Miles Poulton, number 28, still holding off the F355 of Philip Connell. And down from Hilltop towards Hizzies they go. What's that in the background? Sharman is just about to be passed by John Danby.
Isn't he? Yeah, flying Danby side by side as they briefly came into our sight over the top of Hilltop. Let's see how they are as they come out of Knickerbrook, which order the cars are going to be in. It is John Danby has moved himself up to, that's going to be 5th overall.
And in fact, 99 Mark Taylor is closing in on Lewis Sharman as well. The 36 car. We're going to see his lap time next time round, because last time he was virtually the same as his best time, but I just wonder whether it may just be an optical illusion with cars fighting their way through, but it looked like he was a bit slower this time. So we'll wait and see that one as it comes through. And again, we've got the look from Philip Connell, very different lines this time round. Miles Poulton under growing pressure. Across the line they go, and it is closer than it has been for a few laps, but still not possible to make a move. John Danby gets past puts a lap on the number
31, I think, Georgia Fisk, I think that is, yeah.
So just stays nicely out of harm's way. Now we've got the 99 car of Mark Taylor is about to make a challenge, I think, on 36 Lewis Sharman. Down in towards Cascades. They'll have been going just now. Going down Lakeside is still the Philip Connell car.
It is, yeah, through Island heading down towards the Shell hairpin. And again, I'm just, if he can convince himself to carry a bit more speed into the corner, I'm sure he's actually got the advantage there. But it's just not really working for him on that part of the circuit. Now we get onto the acceleration and out the corner. And again, the F355 should get out that corner very, very nicely. Ooh. And we caught the John Danby car going up through the gears, spitting flame out the exhaust pipe as he changes up. So
what a shot that
was a gorgeous bit of camera work.
Yeah, love the double-barrel flame shooting.
They were synchronised, weren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Wait to see in the background, because of course it did look like we were about to have a challenge from the 99 car of Taylor on Sharman, but it may still be Sharman that holds the nod. So what will that be? That will be for 6th position.
It is, yeah. Now this battle is going on there, and it's been raging for quite a while now between the Miles Portman and Philip Connell. But only 3 seconds back, and last time 3 seconds quicker was John Danby.
Well, he doesn't seem to have reeled them in, does he?
No, I was expecting to have come into shot through Druids by now.
You see, it was there, but it was a bit further back. I think we'll see at this shot that just in the background will come Danby. Ooh, that's a long way back to where I'd expect him to be.
Yeah, that's some lost ground for some reason. Lead pair have already gone through, so it's Tristan Simpson out front. Chris Butler now 13.1 seconds back in second place. Here is that battle for the final overall podium position, and it is still Miles Porton in that 328 GTS who's just got the advantage. He's never really offered any sort of opportunity to Phil Connell.
And the move did happen. We missed it on the cameras, but the 99 car of Taylor did get past Lewis Sharman. John Danby's into the pits.
That's a bit of a shame, isn't it?
Maybe it wasn't supposed to have been belching those flames then.
yeah. Okay, there's a possibility at that point that wasn't the best thing for the car. That's a shame, actually, because that car was absolutely flying, and he actually just done a lap, I think, certainly down into the 2 minutes, if I'm correct. Yeah, a 2:04, not far off the fastest race lap.
Which, of course, is Tristan Simpson. So what do we got? We got 46 Tristan Simpson comfortably in the lead. 13 seconds was the margin over the number 5 car of Chris Butler. Then it's Miles Porton still holding off Philip Connell in the bright yellow F355 challenge car. And up into 5th place did go Mark Taylor, number 99, just getting past the 36 car of Lewis Sharman, who still sits there in 6th place. Top 3 are all leading their class. The other class leader is the number 13 car of Peter Fisk.
That's right, yeah, still got himself up into the top 10, and he's actually going to gain a place because he will be passing the John Danby car that is in the pits very, very shortly.
Yep.
So, yeah, as you say, clock ticking down, less than 2 minutes left. They are lapping in about 2 minutes. So next time the leader crosses the line, definitively going on to the final lap.
Here he comes now over.
Yep, last lap board is waved.
So Trist looks like he's done okay this time.
He has actually. That car even sounds good when he's going down through the gears and blipping the throttle, isn't it? It just sounded so good.
Across the line comes the 2nd place car, and Group 3 leading Chris Butler. And still this battle between 3rd and 4th is raging. Connell is a Class 5 car, the same as Simpson at the front, so he's 2nd in Group 5. There goes 99 Taylor, who has taken a couple of stabs to work through this field in reality, but sat 2nd in Group 3. Chris Butler, number 5, lead in that particular group. Lewis Sharman, I'm convinced that car, that car is doing 208s now instead of 204s. I said that I thought he dropped off the pace, didn't I?
He pulled him right back. Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? In fact, in fact, 2nd place, Chris Butler, that could be him being very careful, but suddenly done 205, 4 seconds off his pace as well. But I think he's just bringing that car home. That's going to be the second place of the day for him, Chris Butler. Fantastic driving.
Yeah. There goes the 67 car. Peter Fisk looks like maybe nursing an issue. Yeah, that's a 216 from Peter Fisk compared to a 205. Still leading Group 2 though, so that's absolutely fine. But the reason I say that is the 67 car of Greaves just swept past him on the start-finish.
It really has been a day of attrition, hasn't it?
It has, yeah.
It's a bit of a strange one. Some days you just seem to get that at race meetings, and today has been a bit of that, I think, across certainly more than one championship that we've been watching.
Round Druids comes our race leader for the final time under the bridge and heading back towards us. Just going to put another lap, I think, on Georgia Fisk.
That's right, which would save her having to do another lap, actually.
Which I'd imagine Trish is there. Does she want me to or not?
But he has, yeah, he's gone for it. So, yeah, convincing win from Tristan Simpson. In fact, quite a drive there, actually, because he was 10th on the grid and has brought that car through. And a big wave to the marshals.
It's going to be a comfortable victory in the end, isn't it, before we get to Chris Butler?
It is, yeah. Last time around, Chris Butler, say, was 4 seconds off his pace. Expecting that to be the car that does pop into our view. And there it is, the 328 GTB, of Chris Butler. Big wave to everyone on the pit wall from him.
A lot closer, actually, the others, weren't they, at the end there? It was Miles Poulton, 28, comes home in 3rd place, wins Group 4. But Butler did win Group 3. Then in 4th place, the bright yellow number 10, Connell, couldn't get past Poulton, settled for it, runner-up in Group 5. In 5th place, 99, which is Mark Taylor, started 11th, came home in 5th place, runner-up in Group 3. Here comes Lewis Sharman across the line, takes the checkered flag, another car that I think was just nursing its way towards the end there. That's a runner-up spot in Group 4, as well as 6th on the road. Here comes the 57 car of Nick Taylor. Nick Taylor is going to be 3rd in Group 4. Wait for Peter Fisk to come, because it will actually be Greaves that will come first, won't it? The 67 car. There he goes. Yeah,
he's come through.
So that is 3rd in Group 3. And hopefully Peter Fisk is going to bring it home. I said that he was nursing an issue.
He was.
Georgia Fisk has already taken a checkered flag, and she's got 2nd in Group 2.
Just looking for that car now. To my mind, that car's overdue. Oh, there he is. Yeah. Okay, here he is. So, yeah, looking distinctly off the pace. Still gives a wave to the marshals. Just see Peter Fisk on that.
2:32 compared to a 2:05. So, yeah, just nurse that one home.
That's right, yeah. So, yeah, a lot of cars struggling, I think, there in the last few laps, but a distinctive win, say, from 10th on the grid for Tristan Simpson. So, fantastic result there.
So, in terms of the final results for this one, the final race of the day here on Supercar Pageant 2026. Good to see the crowd still waving to our race victors. Victory goes the way of number 46, Tristan Simpson. 2nd place, number 5, Chris Butler. Miles Poulton in 28 in 3rd place. 4th is number 10, Philip Connell, with 99, Mark Taylor coming home in 5th place. 6th is number 36, Lewis Sharman. Then it's Nick Taylor in 57 in 7th. 8th is number 67, Robert Greaves. Peter Fisk, number 13 in 9th. And although was in the pit lane, still shown as 10th is the number 76 car of John Danby. Trish Simpson got the fastest lap of the race with a 2 minutes flat, 0.130. And then I think the final car to be showing on the finish-in is going to be Georgia Fisk in 31. Colin Sauter didn't even get to take the start, which is a huge shame. So there we go. That is the Ferrari Superformance Classic. Thank you very much on the stream for joining us. And we'll see you next time that Superformance Ferrari Classic go racing.